Sure. Hey, Noah, my name's James Masella from Movie Death Blows. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me today.
Hey James, I love the name, man. Very cool.
I stole it from a Seinfeld episode. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, you told on yourself.
I say it before everyone. It's all good. Everybody knows by now. They hear the story at this point.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I gotta ask, coming off season one, that finale where, Billy gets, shot. Are you like, what's gonna happen for season two? Are we coming back? What's that thought process like for you?
Oh yeah, a lot of unknowns in this business. You never quite know. I was kind of excited to see which way things would go, and yeah, I mean it definitely appeared that I was in the plans for season two, which is always great. I was curious to see how that would kind of manifest. Um, I yeah, I mean it's kind of miraculous to be able to survive a gunshot wound to the neck and a rolling truck and a bison stampede all at once. So I tip my hat to Billy Tillerson for getting on through that.
Yeah, we're glad to have you back. What's it been like with the with Charles Murray coming on as showrunner, replacing Brian Watkins from season one? Has that been any difficulty at all, or just been like a smooth transition for you guys on the show?
Oh well, it's the first season the thing that we established in the first season. I think the first season of Out of Range is some of the most exciting, artist-driven television that I've certainly ever gotten to be a part of, and I love so much what Brian Watkins and Zev Borrow brought to it, and season two with Charles coming in, very excited to see where that goes. For us it was really like getting back to this show and the kernel and the idea, and to be around each other as a cast was really an incredible thrill, and just have the opportunity to continue to tell this story that was so close to all of us. So yeah, it was very nice to be back with the gang.
Billy gets to do a lot of singing on the show, and I love that you got to do Lightning Crashes by Live this season. Do you ever have any input on the songs that you get to sing, or is it just like you're going to sing this episode?
Well, I think I had a little more input this year. Probably, I think Lightning Crashes was just an idea that I had, and ran it past Josh, and Josh was excited by it. I think the songs this year have a little more. Um, they're a little more all over the place. Maybe they're a little more 90s. There's one, there's one Elvis tune. At, at the beginning of the season. There's a couple of
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
at the
like
beginning.
they're a little out there choices, and um and Wayne, Will Patton's character, Wayne Tillerson has a couple himself. Um, so it's yeah, I mean, music is like a current of electricity that runs through Billy, and his circumstances in this season make music a bit difficult, because he's suffered a pretty major trauma, and a shot through the neck that makes singing a kind of a difficult proposition. Um, but the music is going to come out one way or the other for Billy. So that was fun. Yeah, and I got to work on a little side project myself of exploring Billy's world. So I may have something fun to share a little closer to the date.
Yeah, I know you were born in 87. I was born in 86. So like Live Lightning Crashes always holds a special place. And like I think all of our late 80s, early 90 kids heart at that point.
That's just a song that I find myself like humming from time to time. And I think I remember in season one, we were out on the kind of empty range, and I was kind of found a moment by myself and just started humming it. And this kind of storm was coming in, and I was like, "Ooh, that feels like it's connected here somehow." So songs are like that; they kind of arrive, at the right moment, and
Yeah.
so I feel like that'll be a fun moment when that song pops out.
You were talking about Will Patton, who plays your dad in this show. I've never seen him play a role like this, and he's always been one of my favorite supporting and character actors of all time. So what's it like getting to work with him up close and personal?
Will Patton is I think one of the greatest actors I've ever worked with, and it's like a total highlight of my career to get to spend as much time with him on set and off with him. Just a true unique, uh, just a brilliant artist, and His instincts are so pure. He's so uninhibited. It's kind of like we were talking in season one about uh, how it's kind of like acting with a bolt of electricity. Like you're just kind of you get a little bit electrified, um, and certainly Billy and Wayne have a shorthand. They have an understanding, and I think when I started to work with Will, Billy made so much more sense to me. I was like, oh yeah, this guy is his father's son, and um, he shares elements of that eccentricity and that strangeness. Um, but yeah, truly a brilliant actor, a brilliant man. Some of my best times on this show, just getting to sit and chat with him and share stories and really just listen and absorb as much as I can.
Sure. Thanks. No, I appreciate you sitting down for me today. I hope everyone can't wait for everybody to see Outer Range when it premieres in a couple of weeks. Thanks again.
Thank you, James.
Thanks.